When you think boxing is over, we get new news all the time. Janibek tests positive for a banned substance. His unification fight against Lara this Saturday is more than likely to be canceled. Shout out to Vada. They are picking up on things that, they should. And a lot of people, I was just talking to a friend and brother of mine, John 5. Shout out to John 5 in the building. And he was saying, man, that's one tough dude, man. He takes shots to give shots, and I was just, crediting him how tough he was, taking shots, and he was able to take a licking and keep on ticking. He was solid and things like that. Then we hear this. It makes it be like, oh, okay. It's almost like an explanation for the durability of this fighter, because Janibek used to take shots that like normal people don't take. You know what I mean? You gotta, and here's the thing though, he's from that same place. He's a Kazakh. So it makes them look bad because we know the best Kazakh fighter that we've had was Triple G. And now that he's tested positive, something Triple G never done, it makes him look bad. It makes the Kazakhs, it makes Kazakhstan look bad, because now it seems like those guys are just getting over and they're winning fights and getting edges simply based off the fact that they're cheating. Disgusting. You know what I mean? Now, it doesn't know, at this point, and this goes for Parker and all the other people. What's the other guy, the Puerto Rican guy's name? Him too, right? It doesn't matter that what really happened. What matters is how it looks. It's a bad look, okay? It's a real bad look for these guys that are now recently testing positive for everything under the sun. Now, we don't know exactly what it is, but it's a banned substance, so we have to, it's good to hear the particulars, but if anything that comes up in your system that doesn't supposed to be there, it always raises a red flag. Always. And that's the case. It's like, okay, dude, look, now we got to go back and look at your performances. He's like 17-0 with I don't know how many knockouts. I don't really know at this point, but he's undefeated. And he's supposed to go in there against Lara, a proven boxer, that has recently had a string of wins together that has been unlike the rest of his career. And, he's like 40, 41, 42 years old. And, and here's the thing. If he wasn't ever juicing before, it don't matter, because everybody now is going to accuse him of doing what? Juicing. You see what I mean? And that being the case, it's like, oh, okay, oh, well, we got to now look at all your other fights, because you could have been juicing then, because that's what people are going to go right to. They're going to think about all your other fights. Because if you test positive, more than likely, this ain't the first time you done it. It's the first time you got caught. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a bad look on him. And if he's banned, just like everybody else should be banned. And I hate it, because that was the fight that I was looking forward to. Now, I don't think that I will go live for that fight, because I wanted to see, I don't care to see Roach versus Pitbull Cruz. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's not what I was going to purchase the PBC fight for. I was going to purchase that fight, go live for Janibek versus Lara, because that's the fight that matters to me. Why? Because Terrence Crawford is looking at that division, with close anticipation. But now that he's juicing, he just shows he's a cheater like a lot of these fighters. They gotta stop cheating, man. These guys gotta stop this shit. And it's bad, because it's like, is it worth you guys getting caught and being out of the sport for 2 years, those fight purses? And I guess in their mind, they're saying, yeah, because it gives them that type of edge. But it's like, okay, and then he's recently put out a statement, and let me read it to you guys. Janibek, okay? So Janibek has recently put out If I can find there we go. All right. It is. He had this to say. He said, I have always supported clean sport. You know this well. I was surprised when I read the news. VADA took the first test and said everything was clean. I have not made any changes to my vitamins. I do not know what happened with the second test. So I requested a retest. So I don't know, man. I mean, everyone says the same thing, though, don't they? It's always the same shit. I was surprised just like you guys were. I don't know what happened. What the hell? You know what I mean? I'm a clean fighter. I've always been a clean fighter. But then here's the question. What do you supposed to say once you test positive? Once whatever you thought was out of your system, if you were taking anything, if it's still in your system, what do you say? You say the same shit. You know what I mean? It's almost like being in prison. Like everyone's innocent, isn't it? So it's something to really look at, and it's crazy. And look, there's a reason for tests, you know, and like a lot of my colleagues think that everybody cheats to a certain degree. And I think people do things to get an edge. I don't think cheating in that sense is just end all and be all, because I've seen fighters go in juiced up and get knocked out like Fernando Vargas did back in the day. It doesn't guarantee you a win, but does it give you an edge? I think it does to a certain degree. But yeah, this is shocking news. More of it is the same. Honestly, I'm becoming numb to the shit because this is the third person that tested positive in the last month, right? It was Joseph Parker first, right? Then it was Matthias, that's his name. Matthias tested positive. And now Janibek. So yeah, this is becoming too regular. You know what I'm saying? But you guys tell me what you think of Janibek testing positive for a banned substance, which we still don't know what that is. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!